Hello, my name is Walter White. By the time you all see this, I'll be dead. My life and all its failed endeavors and shattered dreams has led me to this moment, a moment of triumph. It is with a heavy heart that I confess to you my methods, the way in which I achieved my dream. Before hearing my tale, I must plead you, beg you, to keep an open mind for all the terrible deeds I have done, and attempt, if you are able, to understand the circumstances in which I found myself. This is my tragedy. If I am honest with myself, I can only now admit that since I was young, I knew I wasn't like other people my age. I was driven, motivated, and possessed an understanding for chemistry like no other I had met. I confess that it was this pride that has led me to my current predicament. But that shall be explained later. In my college years, I helped develop a company called Gray Matter with two of my closest friends, but for reasons I shall not explain. I opted to leave my partnership and accept $5,000 as a buyout. This decision, which seems like the best decision at the time, turned out to be one of the worst decisions of my life. This is evident by the company's net worth reaching the billions today. Imagine that. One moment, one choice. And your life becomes a continual race to pay each bill while your former partners bask in the spoils of your hard work and contribution. Here is, I believe, the root of my problem. I was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago. A tragic but common thing to be hearing nowadays. And my life changed immediately. The reality of leaving my family in financial ruin with an overwhelming debt when I finally succumbed to my affliction was unimaginable for me. It was not an option. And so, through a series of fortuitous and rather twisted events, I met up with and began working with an old student of mine, Jesse Pinkman. Together, Jesse and I began the process of cooking and selling the highest grade methamphetamine in the market today, 99.1% pure. I was the cook, and Jesse was the distributor. This simply partnership didn't stay simple for long. Unfortunate events found me in the service of an efficient but ruthless international distributor by the name of Gustavo Fring. My position was torturing. I knew it would only be a matter of time before I was murdered once I was done my 3 months of service, and my family was being threatened as well. I had no choice. Gus left me no choice. I had to keep my family safe. So I lured him to a former competitor's room at his nursing home and planted a homemade explosive. The result of my acts will be familiar to anyone who watched the New Mexico news. Finally, I was free, but the money was too enticing. I couldn't walk away. I began cooking again, but now with my wife as my accomplice, and Jesse, beyond saving, I must write this confession. My brother-in-law, Hank Schrader, works for the DEA and is on to my activities. He could not be stopped. I attempted to blackmail him and deter him from pursuing charges, but he refused. Last night, my associates murdered Hank and his partner before taking Jesse at my request. I must exact my revenge, and I know that I will not survive. This shall be found within my belongings. I hope you understand that I was left no choice for my actions. My pride had led to my ruin. I couldn't walk away. If wanting security for one's family makes me guilty in the eyes of my fellows, then I am guilty. But I will have no trial. My judgment will be dealt in the near future. It was my choice to begin this life, and it shall be my choice to end it. I say goodbye to my family and friends. I love you all, and I'm sorry for all I've done. God save me.